Here representing AGI, which is the Swedish publication for the graphic communications industry, and I'm curious as to what your takeaway is from the past week on REDD in particular, and how the outcome of this is likely to impact the industries of forest products and paper making and printing going forward if there's an agreement.
Landowners in the tropical rainforest nations, they now have the opportunity to contribute to the solution, because the latest draft of the agreement, if it's approved by the plenary, we're not over yet, says that there will be immediately steps will be taken to create a mechanism to allow countries to contribute to reductions in the tropical rainforest. So provided the plenary approves this, it is a huge step forward to allowing biological resources and their conservation to contribute to the integrity of the atmosphere.
Was is the text dealing with REDD alone, or also with REDD Plus? I know that there's been some discussion.
It is REDD Plus.
Okay. And in terms of not only carbon sequestration, how is the text addressing other environmental services, if you will, associated with agroforestry projects, where it's more than just carbon, it may be biodiversity and so on?
Yeah, I don't think that the text goes into that in detail.
Okay. Are there implications for the United States and the U.S. forest products industry? We've shut down 18 paper mills in the United States this year, shut down 34 paper machines.
Well, the good news is if we're conserving forests in other places, and we are not wasting forests in other places, then properly managed forests in the United States can continue to compete. And someday in the United States, we may also be at a point where forests that are managed in a way to sequester carbon can also benefit. This agreement doesn't do that, but it allows the Senate to determine what the rules are. Will we count what farmers and foresters can do?
Sure.
I think we should. Everyone who can sequester carbon in a real and scientifically verified way should be allowed to participate.
One last question you talked about the Senate. There's legislation, there's language in the health bill seeking to extend the black liquor tax credit, which has resulted in about $3 billion in windfall tax rebates to the papermaking industry. I'm curious if you've addressed at all how the Senate and policymakers should be addressing the effective use of that biomass.
We have not.
None. Okay.
I'd have to ask staff.
Okay, but that's one to look into.
Great.